I survived 100 Minecraft days in hardcore. I'm a person that can't even survive in survival. This is gonna be the ultimate challenge to make this my longest hardcore Minecraft world ever. I wanna pass maybe like 45,000 days in hardcore Minecraft. Now, don't get me wrong, the first attempts at hardcore Minecraft they didn't go to plan. That's all I can say. Don't worry, we're gonna fill in this hole soon. But I'm gonna take you through my journey and let's go. I want to be so honest with you and show you a realistic 100 days, not like a 100 I'm a Minecraft professional. I just want to let you know that I was trying to sleep and I could not get out of my boat. This stuff doesn't count. It doesn't count. Okay. I definitely think I can make it. Like, we're all the way at the top. I definitely think I can make it to the water. I definitely can't make it. Or we won't do that again. It's fine. This time I'm being super safe. Like, super safe, okay? It's not dark, it's light. The only thing I'm gonna do is mine the snow to ensure that, like, I don't fall through it. And I definitely think this is gonna be our forever world. Like, this is gonna be the one. Honestly, this is gonna be the one. We're just gonna grab that iron because I'm pretty sure there's some iron up there and it's easy iron. We don't have to go to the caves. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. There were literally no places that creeper could have spawned out of. There were no holes. I didn't let it be nighttime. You gotta be kidding me. As this is my first attempt at having a long-term hardcore world, I have honestly never played hardcore until now. My first goal is to survive, okay? My second goal is to create a nice starter house, kind of like the one on my survival. My third goal is to literally get an enchantment table. Like, somehow, some way, we gotta get an enchantment table going. And my last goal is to get mending, to get a guy to give me mending. Welcome to our first 100 days in hardcore Minecraft. I would say the start was a little bit rocky, but I feel like we can call it the hardest world because this literally is my hardest world ever. We spawned in, and of course, you guys have never ever seen anyone punch a tree, not in hardcore Minecraft, of course, because this isn't like a normal tree, this is a hardcore tree. And so I just spent some time collecting some wood. Crafted myself a little crafting table because I don't know how to craft anything. I went ahead and placed my famous crafting table down, so now we can actually craft ourselves a wooden pickaxe. You would think after years of playing Minecraft I'd actually remember how to do that, but I always depend on the crafting table. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got to killing my first victim because, hello, this is hardcore, I need food, and I found the god of wood, the spruce wood. Ooh, berries. I have emotional damage because every time I started a hardcore world, this is what happened. So basically, I am terrified of everything, but do I want to go down in that cave? Of course I want to go down in that cave. Hello, it's calling my name, but this is hardcore, so we better stay away from anything that is calling our name. That is dangerous, because apparently I can't jump down. Now we do need some stone to make a furnace, or our food is not really going to last us given the fact that I only killed like 1 or 2 chickens. Alright, I gotta be careful because the last time I did this, a creeper jumped out and blew me up and I didn't even see the hole. So we're just being extra careful. Extra careful. That's all I'm saying, people. We're being very careful. The best thing in hardcore Minecraft is to get a bed. And I have 1 brown sheep, 1 black sheep. This is really not gonna work for me. And that's 1 brown, 1 black. What are the chances in 1 white sheep? I need 3 of the same wool. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is nothing personal, sheep. I just really need a bed. I need a bed or I need a village. One of the two, and we have failed to get either. Oh, come on. Just give me your wool. I might have a better chance later of finding another white wool, so I'm going to take what I got. And I'm so sorry. This is nothing personal to you two. I'm hungry. I'm starving. I've never ate medium rare ever. This is like rare. Oh, I'm gonna have to dig a hole because it's getting dark. Oh, it's so dark, guys. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, it's fine. We'll just have to like dig ourselves up here tonight, but you know what? We're gonna make it work, and it is so dark in here. So I decided to smelt all of my food overnight with the wood that I had. I think the first time I ever played Minecraft, this is literally how I spent my first night. On day 2, I checked to see if it was daytime, and finally I can crawl out the hole that I dug myself into. Now the goal of today is to find a place to call home. And this looks like a pretty good place. This is exactly what I'm looking for. I didn't expect to find it so easy. Look at there's that black sheep. How dare you? How dare you? I needed you. Absolutely not letting him get away with it. Now we can actually craft a bed. I stumbled across this village, and it would be rude of me not to come and just check the place out. You know, maybe secure it, keep these guys safe. Just gonna borrow the potatoes, thank you very much. Borrowed their hay bales, of course I'll return the favor. Found some iron, I think we're in luck. And they even had extra emeralds that they didn't need, so would be rude if I said no. And I'm not going to stay too long because there's a lot of holes and caves and probably a lot of creepers and skeletons. Before I left, I crafted a bed, a bucket, and a shield because, you know, this is hardcore Minecraft and I don't really want to die so quick. I grabbed some stone, some sugar cane, and decided to call it a night because I'm scared. On day 3, I decided to call this place home and start putting down some trees so we can get some wood to start a starter base. I cooked some food and crafted my first chest. I guess this could be potentially my new home. I crafted a stone sword and an axe because we can finally upgrade our tools. I started chopping down trees, gathered up some seeds to make some wheat, and even found some pumpkins. Since I have no sense of direction, I need to put a little pillar so I know where to come back to. I'm telling you, this is a realistic start in Minecraft hardcore. I decided to spend the rest of the day chopping down trees. I'm gonna need a lot of wood to make charcoal because the mines are scary and I'm gonna need torches. After spending the rest of the day chopping trees, I decided to call it a night. On day 4, I collected the rest of my food, and you guessed it, breakfast is mutton. Smelted some charcoal, grabbed some water, and decided to start farming. I started to light the place up with the charcoal that I used to make torches because, you know, this is hardcore and it's very dangerous. I tilled the ground, planted some potatoes, and of course some wheat to feed my cows at some point. Thought it'd be a good idea to start on the pumpkins because we might be able to trade them with the villagers for emeralds at some point, so I also planted those too. I guess day 4 was coming to an end, and of course I slept the night away. On day 5, I collected up some flowers because I might do a lilac field. And I spent the rest of the day in this biome and collecting a ton of spruce because mine were taking way too long to grow. After spending the entire day being a lumberjack, I decided to call it a night because I was exhausted. On day 6, I decided to return home and it was time to start a strip mine. The goal was to get iron and diamonds so we can actually craft some safe armor. And I found some iron, which was going to be handy, which means now we can actually get diamonds. I smelted my iron so we could make a pickaxe. And we are definitely prepared to get diamonds. Found some gold, which will make great golden apples. Came across a scary cave, but luckily there was no monsters. Found some redstone, and hit a lot of lava pockets. Climbed into day 6 and found some lapis, and found even more lava. But you know, where there's lava, there's definitely diamonds. We found our first diamonds. I went to crafting my first diamond pickaxe because I knew I was going to find more diamonds and it would be faster. I got even more diamonds, and behind it was gold and redstone. I found 2 more diamonds, leading us to 15 diamonds total, minus 3 for the pickaxe. And even more diamonds, we might actually be able to make some diamond armor. Some more iron. And I'm not sure what day we really are truly on. I'm guessing we are probably now day 7 because when I tell you that I was the luckiest person ever, I just kept finding diamonds, bringing my total to 31 diamonds minus 3 for the pickaxe. it's only right that I craft myself a diamond chest, some boots, and some leggings, and I went ahead and put that on, and I even had enough to do a helmet. I'm not afraid anymore. I will be coming for these zombies and creepers. I returned home and returned my last 4 diamonds, which we will probably save for an enchanting table. I ended day 7 very successful with diamond armor. On day 8, it was definitely time to flatten out the land and find a place to truly call home. Kind of wanted a farm-like Stardew Valley build to survive in, so my plan was to flatten out all of this land. I didn't get up too much other than digging a ton of dirt and flattening out the land, so this is pretty much what I did all of day 8. I decided to call it a night because we are scared of the dark. On day 9, we did literally the exact same thing. It was very painful with stone tools. I also tried to fill in as many holes as possible because these literally are death traps. Now, normally I really care about what my house looks like, but at this point, I am so terrified that I will take a little Stardew Valley shed and I'll be grateful just to have a roof over my head. I'm gonna be honest, I think that birch is the ugliest wood that there is in the game, but this is the closest one to the Stardew Valley house. I decided to call it a night because it was getting dark and I still was homeless. On day 10, I continued to work on the house and I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go with this, so I just kept trying. I added in some walls and before I knew it, it was bedtime. On day 11, of course, I got to chopping even more birchwood. I got a little bit of a roof on, and honestly, all we need is some mangrove wood, and this could kind of look like the Stardew Valley house. Collected what wheat were ready, and collected some clay to make the red roof since I didn't have the mangrove wood. Made a turtle friend, and called it a night because I still have no house. On day 12, I got to collecting even more clay because we're going to need a lot of this. Did some smelting. And killed some salmon because I want a cat. And crafted some bricks. After that, I called it a night. On day 13, you guys guessed it, I am looking for a cat. This cat will love me. You will love me. I will be your mommy. You won't have to live with the stinky villagers if you just come here. Come on, I could be your mom. I have a couple more fish. I know you want to love me. I know you want to be a part of my life. We could be best friends. Come on, I know you do. Why does this cat not love me? I'm not going in there after you. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. You're not worth it. I found some emeralds. And finally, some coal. I also found an outpost. What are the chances there's some LAs down there? Maybe not yet. I also lit up the place for the villagers. Stole some bricks because they'd be expensive right now. And returned home catless because the cat didn't want to be with me. I then called it a night, of course. On day 14, I crafted my first stone cutter. Crafted me my first brick stairs, which was a lot cheaper. I got to crafting my roof because safety is in a house where no scary mobs can get me. I ran out of daylight and decided to call it a night because I have no safe place to keep my head. On day 15, I decided to collect even more clay because no matter what, it wasn't enough, and honestly, I probably could have used this time to find a mangrove swamp, but I was trying to play it safe. I collected some wheat and replanted. I was able to expand my crops and avoided the scary monsters. 16, I chopped a lot of wood because I needed a lot of it to smelt my clay to make bricks. I also replaced the spruce on my house with birch because I guess it will match a little bit better, although I am still always team spruce. I guess it matches the Stardew Valley house. I didn't have any green and the best I could do was spruce. I might change it, I might keep it, I haven't decided. Nighttime comes super fast, so I decided to call it a night and hopefully get this roof on pretty soon. 17, I went ahead and collected all of the clay that I'd smelted, expanded my farm a little bit more, and you guessed it, collected even more wood so I could smelt a lot of other things. Getting coal in this game is definitely something that I need to find. I also continued working on my roof And you know what? We actually got quite a lot done. We're still going to need a lot of clay. I definitely underestimated how much clay I would need for this project. It was probably faster to find a mangrove swamp, but I did find some sugar cane, and as it was getting dark, I did decide to call it a night. On day 18, I collected up some sand because we're going to need this for some windows. Killed some salmon because at some point a cat is going to want to come home with me. And collected some clay, of course, because it is triple the price of what I expected. Collected up my potatoes and, of course, replanted them. And called it a night. On day 19, I smelted down all of my clay and got back to building my roof so I didn't have to sleep the nights away. I got back to terraforming so we could have a flat surface to do a ton of farm stuff on. Flattened out the area around and called it a night. On day 20, I continued flattening and terraforming the land. And, you know, I had to find food because I don't have a farm yet. Gathered some more wood because, yeah, it's taken a lot of wood to smelt my clay. And called it a night. On day 21, I woke up to this beautiful rainbow. And I almost forget that I'm in hardcore Minecraft and that one small little incident can kill me. It's very beautiful, but we have to work to do because safety is in a house. Safety is warm and bright. We were so close to finishing this. I went back and gathered some more wood so I could smelt the rest of my clay, and I have got to be very honest. This is definitely the slowest start that I've ever had in Minecraft, but when I tried to play it the way I played survival, I died 3 times, so I was not risking it to go into the caves. I spent the remainder of my time gathering wheat, and I spent the rest of my evening planting even more trees because it looks like we're going to go through a lot of wood in this world. I smelted the rest of my clay, and of course, it's getting dark, so I headed to bed. On day 22, my friend showed up, but he didn't have anything that I wanted. I'm really looking for moss because that's what I use to make a cottagecore effect. Now, don't get me wrong, the drip leaf is nice and the sea pickle, but I have no use for them right now. I have more important things to do, like getting a roof over my head. That I had enough, but I didn't have enough. While I was waiting for more clay to smelt, I figured I want to have big farms, which means big wheat farms, big potato farms, because these are all things that we can use to trade and get emeralds. The rest of my day collecting soil. Yep, we're just gonna close that in because, you know, we want to be safe. Yeah, I decided to call it a night once the sun set. On day 23, I literally got to work on filling in all of the death traps just in case I get chased by a creeper. Although I intended to go for a flat surface, I have to say, even though there's a lot of terraforming with a stone tools, I still love the place that I'm at, and I think we can expand this to be a huge, big village, given that we survive. After spending another entire day terraforming, I decided to call it a night as soon as the sun set. Day 24, you guessed it, it was spent more terraforming, and after a long day of terraforming, I decided to head to bed. I spent day 25 filling in as many holes as possible and trying to flatten out the surface. I got so tired of using a stone shovel, I caved and made a diamond one because it was taking way too long. I finally added some windows to my house to make it, you know, a little more mob-proof. And you guessed it, I got back to collecting even more dirt, but let me tell you, with a diamond shovel, this was definitely a lot faster. And after spending another whole entire day, we are getting further and further, and I have to say, there's a lot less death traps than there were, but is it just me, or is there more holes in hardcore Minecraft? I don't remember there being so many holes in my survival world. And you guys know I'm not brave, so I slept the night away. On day 26, I continued collecting even more dirt. And I started putting in some temporary pathing because we kind of need to map this place out. I'm scared of the dark, so I went to bed. On day 27, I added even more pathing in. And I continued to collect more dirt and flatten this area down because it was going to be worth it in the end when we start adding little villager houses here. Did you guys think that I was going to live here all by myself? Are you crazy?
Cause I'm all alone.
If I can't take a friend, I'm definitely gonna make a friend. And I decided to map out where I want to put my crops, so I think they're well hydrated for, but I also want to add in some fencing because I don't want to get scared by a creeper or find creepers out in my yard, so I heard that fencing was the best way to go. And I really want to go for a farm core slash cottage core vibe, which is my go-to. Since it's dark, I'm calling it a night. On day 28, I woke up to a beautiful rainbow and a beautiful little horsey, and yes, we are definitely going to build some stables. I just got to get myself a little bit more established. I went ahead and tilled the area and planted in some seeds so we could have some wheat. And I also made a permanent water source because my little legs were getting super tired running back and forth. As soon as the sun set, I decided to once again call it a night. On day 29, I got back to doing more terraforming, of course. Not sure what the previous owners did, but they did make a lot of death traps. I also decided to put in some fencing because I heard this keeps creepers out. Me and creepers just don't get along.
Who's laughing now?
Emotional, damn it!
I then spent the rest of the remaining time chopping down more trees to make more fences, you know, safety. Safety first. And I headed to bed because no way I was letting any creepers spawn. On day 30, I crafted a chest and decided this was my new dumping ground. I added in some more fences and decided to do a long line so we could have sugarcane. Added some water and, of course, planted some sugarcane because we're gonna need it. And called it a night.
The game is broken, EA Sports! The game is broken!
I'm not sure what happened to day 31, but on day 32, it was definitely time to round up some cows, and I needed an area to put them in. I rounded up cow number 1. Isn't he the luckiest person alive? I promise you I will build you a really nice barn. And look, 2 for the price of 1. That's it. Come on in to your new home. I guess it's 2 for the price of 1. I think we lost one. It's fine because we have a baby now. I spent some more time chopping trees and gathered my charcoal, which I made from all the wood I collected. On day 33, I got to replanting all of my trees and cooked up some potatoes, so I had a little bit of food. And headed down to level 15 so I could hopefully find some iron. And as it was my lucky day, I did indeed find iron, and more than one. Also found some copper, so I figured while I was here I would grab it, although I know this stuff fills up your inventory. I ended up leaving the mines with 46 iron ore. I spent a lot of day 34 just smelting what iron I had. All I'm thinking about is lanterns. I need a lot of lanterns. I spent what was left of day 34 just gathering up any wheat to put in my big wheat field. I also fed the cows because, you know, babies. And planted some more wheat in my wheat field. I also started lighting the place up because we need to stop sleeping the nights away because we're running out of time. Speaking of wasting time, I decided to take a nap. I forgot to press record while I was venturing out and going on an adventure, but I did come across the Pale Garden, and I think this is around day 37, but oh my goodness, I am terrified because I have never actually been to one of these in survival, and I really want the white wood. I haven't seen the creaking yet. I don't know how it spawns or if it's a nighttime thing or a daytime thing, but I'm just letting you know I'm definitely watching my back. Finally, something dropped, so I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna definitely run out of here because it's a little scary. And it's only a small one. It's only a small one and yep, I'm definitely scared. Actually, before I leave, I definitely want to take the moss with me. It's not the right color moss that I want, but I don't know. We might build with this later on in the series and we can hopefully bone meal it at that point. I was hoping to find some bamboo, but I did find a dog, but I do not have a bone, which is a problem. I can't believe how fast I found that biome, and I'm going to return home so I can farm up a ton of this wood and maybe start a really cool starter house, like, I don't know, some type of farm white. I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but I'll definitely figure it out when I get there. On day 39, I saw a cute turtle. and I returned home safely. I smelted the resources that I had because I finally found some coal. And of course I had to try out these white fences because I've been waiting the longest time for this in Minecraft. I mean, I guess it doesn't match this house, but it could match a new house. We could build a new house. I like them. I think they're pretty. On day 40, I went ahead and fed my cows, chopped some more spruce, and decided to start a new starter house, something that we could use the pale oak logs with. I also wanted to try out the whitewood, but normally I would use the mangrove. I don't know what it is about the spruce and the mangrove, but for me, it just matches and looks absolutely stunning. But as we have the pale oak, I'm going to try and integrate that into a build that I wouldn't normally build, because at the end of the day, this is challenging yourself to do new things. Building at nighttime is definitely not one of the things that I will be doing in hardcore until I feel probably a little bit safer, maybe once I get to 100 days. I would actually like to survive this challenge given how much I've already put into this build. I decided to work on some different colored palettes to try and find a good starter house build. While I was waiting, I collected up some of my harvested potatoes and wheat. I tried different color variations of gray to try and incorporate this to be a good color, but honestly, it was giving me creepy vibes, not really so much giving me farmcore vibes, so that wasn't gonna work. I did notice that the pale oak definitely brings out the gray tone and white tone vibes. If you're going for a darker thing, this might work, but for what I'm going for, this really isn't gonna cut it. I then harvested the rest of my sugarcane because at some point we're going to need to make a lot of bookcases to get an enchanting table so I can have safer armor. On day 42, I noticed that none of my trees were growing, and this was a problem because I wanted to take out all of this wood and make it into the whitewood. I also decided that I need to figure out a good color for my base starter house. I don't know why, but this is just giving me spooky vibes, and I don't think this is the vibe that I'm going for, and I'm trying to love it, but I just can't venture outside of my normal color palette. I mean, there's literally my Stardew Valley shed, and then here is this very pale, creepy looking house. I went in and decided to remove the stone and add some spruce because I feel like this is going to give it a more farmcore vibe. And y'all know it's getting dark, so I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. On day 43, I decided to add some oak into this color to try and like warm it up a little bit. Although I'm not in love with this style, I'm trying to do something different than the style that I did in my first 1000 days in Minecraft survival. I definitely think it warmed it up. I'm not in love, but we can give it a try, and we could still incorporate the white oak planks. White and pink are generally the colors I would use. I then went ahead and of course fed my cows because they're obviously very, very hungry. And I spent the rest of the day working on actually building this house up now that we kind of had a design that we were going for. Why is stripping wood in this game just absolutely so satisfying? I honestly think it's the best Minecraft sound. I harvested myself some potatoes because I truly am running low on food just until my cows are ready to, well, become burgers. What can I say? The remainder of my day, of course, collecting all of my wheat and then replanting it because we need a lot of wheat in this town. I decided to be brave and I needed to light up the areas around my house because I need to utilize the time that I have in this world. Now, eventually I am going to set goals and things that I want to accomplish maybe in the next 100 days if I survive this 100 days. This is my first hardcore Minecraft world. I have never played hardcore before until trying to post this video. So I also want to be safe because I don't want to lose all the progress that I have. I don't want to be too, I think I can do something and then I end up dying over something silly. I would love to be able to make this world into something great and have a huge town and huge builds, but I think we are going to take it very, very slowly. Listen, all I'm saying is I'm a little embarrassed that my first kill is a spider, but a win is a win, you know? A win is a win. I decided to practice some bravery, and I really need those bones so I could get dogs for protection. But man, does your health bar go down. Alright, alright. Yep, we gotta play this a little bit safer. We gotta play, I am down to 3 hearts. I am down to 3 hearts. Maybe that was not the smartest thing that I ever did. Alright, I forgot to put windows in here, and I'm terrified one of these mobs are gonna come and get me, especially with my hearts being at 3. On day 44, I thought I would take the approach that maybe if I waited until they lit on fire, that I could go collect the collectibles. And just maybe we'll find a bone, and this could be the safest way to collect some of the items that I do need. It was my lucky day because I did find a bone. And fed my cows because they were really hungry again. And I was able to craft a bundle because I was brave and killed a spider. I spent a good amount of my day chopping down spruce trees because I am going to need them for this starter house. Something I will be doing in this world is definitely building an indoor tree farm so I can be safe from mobs day or night. I definitely think that is a must to incorporate in a hardcore world because you don't want to be wasting the nighttime when you could be chopping trees. I continued working on my starter house until it got dark, and then I decided that I was too scared to do another outdoor overnight. On day 45, of course, I got up and fed the cows. I did look around for some bones, but it didn't look like any had dropped. I went and grabbed my bed because I knew I had to go back to the pale garden and grab more saplings. I guess they work exactly like the dark oak, and you need to have 4 in a row. I ventured through the ocean, and to the right I will give you a tour of the huge mansion. Now I guess we're not gonna go tour that anytime soon. Maybe we'll burn it down. I hear that the people that live there are very hostile. I came across some sunflowers, and I love me some sunflowers. Also find these deep holes everywhere I go, and I almost fall down them, so I'm gonna be a little bit more careful. I decided to continue on my journey where I can actually see the Arcadia wood and the dark oak, and ahead is a nice little jungle. It would be rude not to take the rest of the resources that are here because I'm in need of resources. I went back hoping that everything was going to be alright, nothing bad was going to spawn, and if it was, I am ready to take it on. I'm waiting patiently for my saplings to drop, and I don't know how to tell you guys this, but it's getting dark. I do not want to be in this biome in the dark. That is very, very scary. I have never punched my bed harder. I just want to sleep. Thank you. One of the things that I was told never to do in a hardcore world is to go through the dark oak forest because there are monsters in there. And I may or may not listen to that advice. I also bumped into this guy, and I would love to take him home, but I am short of bones. While I was here, of course, I collected up some coal because we are in desperate need. I mean, one thing led to the other, and there was even more coal over here, so I decided to mine it up. I mean, we are close to the dark oak forest, but there's nothing scary out there. I mean, everything's fine. I'm in safe proximity. There's even iron over here, so it would be rude if I didn't take this for my safety. I mean, the dark oak is just calling my name. It's like the building block, like spruce. It's like second best. It would be really rude if I didn't actually put this in my inventory. But I know better. I need to get at least 4 saplings. And I'm just gonna sleep through this night because I do not feel safe. I definitely do not feel safe here. Woke up on day 47 and I'm still safe. And as you do not want to tempt fate, I decided to return home. And making it home safely, it has never been so good to finally see some buildings starting to be built. I harvested my potatoes because a good food source is definitely very important in hardcore Minecraft. You get hungry really easy. I also gathered my sugarcane because we're gonna need it for a ton of paper, like I said, to be able to enchant our items. The one thing I have not been able to get access to is an XP farm because we have been avoiding any of the mines. Normally with strip mining I get pretty lucky and I'm able to find a spawner just by the zombie noises or skeleton noises, but this time around I have not been able to find a spawner. I spent the rest of the evening chopping down trees, spent some time organizing items and smelting some of my copper and iron that I got. I bumped into the wandering trader, but he had literally no moss. I just need moss, just once. On day 48, I decided to chop down some more of these trees, but in all honesty, you're probably wondering why I didn't kill the wandering trader, and that is because I am all alone, and this is the only company that I have right now. I'm not going to kill him. He's my friend. I continued working on my house because we need to get a roof on this thing. I decided to go and use the spruce stairs instead of the pale oak because I'm going for more of a warm tone instead of a cool toned, and eventually I do want to move in some villagers around my town, and so I will be building lots of mini cottagecore houses for them to live in, and I think it's all going to be more of a warm tone. Most of day 47 was spent building a starter house and gathering wood. Day 49 started out feeding my cows because I need mass production. I also really need a tree farm, but I guess I'll spend most of my days chopping trees for a little while. And spent the rest of my day, you guessed it, building up those walls. And man, does it look a little bit crazy before you strip the wood. But I just wanna put the roof in to see if this is truly how I want it. Yep, I think this is truly how I want the roof. Oops, wrong one. Let's just place that one correctly. And we're going to bring it one. No, not like that. Not like that. We're going to bring it one over. There we go. I always forget to do that sometimes and I have to redo the whole roof. So we're not doing that today. I mean, a starter house is not meant to be this expensive. And I don't know why I decided to use logs, but I guess we're using logs. I guess we're being expensive and hardcore. I mean, all I really care about is having a safe roof over my head, and then when I start to become more brave, you know, I'm gonna get into bigger and better builds like my old survival world. I'm definitely gonna do the barn that I did in my survival world here because we can fit chickens and everything in there, so maybe that's what we'll work on next. But first we definitely need a roof over our head. You can't forget a good snack break. I got a lot done this day, but the house was still not completed. I am pretty happy with it. It's something that I have never built before, and it's not using the same things that I would use, but the sun is setting, so we're gonna go inside. After spending the entire night inside, I decided to venture out early in the morning before the mobs have despawned in case things go dicey again. And look, there's a skelly over here, so let's take him out. Not today, thank you. Spiders here in hardcore, super annoying. And come on, like, just stop shooting for a minute. Just for a minute, my goodness. I mean, I'm so glad daylight is here to help me, but I better get a drop. Okay, he dropped a bone. It's fine. I guess we have 2 bones, but I guess we're gonna need a lot more if we want a dog. And we don't just need 1 dog, we need 2 dogs. Don't worry, cows. You're soon gonna have a beautiful barn. You just wait until this whole entire world comes together. We're gonna survive it. Just me and you. We're gonna survive together. Alright, we've got farming chores to do. As much fun as it is to say hi to the cows, we've got real chores to do here. What did you think was going to happen? That wheat was going to plant itself and that house was just going to build itself? No, honey, we have to do the manual work. This is a realistic 100 days in hardcore Minecraft. You guys just wait, because soon enough, these are going to be automatic. We're definitely doing an automatic sugarcane farm and definitely an automatic bamboo farm. No way am I spending all my time harvesting this the entire day. Since I was so busy doing farming chores, I haven't had time to work on my house. At the end of day 50, I did decide to be brave and go get me some bones. So that is what I did. Bravery is starting to come. On day 51, a skeleton just burned to death and I got a free bone and a free arrow. I got to working on my house because I cannot wait until this project is completed and we can get an enchantment table going. As much as I enjoy breaking my ankles constantly, it would be nice to go out and venture soon. It was this day that I finally finished all the walls of my house and it was just time to get started with the roofing. On day 52, I woke up to this hostile spider. I don't know what he thinks this is, Australia? A lot of this day was spent chopping wood. Not really a lot happened. I got caught up in my first lightning storm and oh my goodness, I had no idea that this could potentially burn down my house, so I immediately went home and went to sleep. On day 53, it was time to design our roof. Now, I'm not sure how I want this, but I do still want to use the pale oak. I don't know how I'm going to integrate this into a kind of cottagecore build, but I definitely think once we get mushrooms and mangrove, the white and red will look so good. This was the design that I came up with, and I think it would look good with some leaves and some plant pots and maybe some lanterns to keep creepers from spawning and jumping on top of me. On this night, I decided to build a way that I could get bone meal since I didn't have a farm, and this was the best way to do it with the resources that I had. So all the seeds that I have left over from collecting my wheat, I can just stick in here. So now I will not have chests overflowed with seeds, and I can make bone meal, and it's so easy. Day 54 started out with a lot of chopping of wood, a lot of farm chores because we are going to need a lot of leather. Even more farm chores. And I guess those potatoes aren't going to harvest themselves. And we spent some time working on this roof. And let there be no creepers to fall on my head. On day 55, we got to working on the roof. We got almost finished, but I was short a few logs. Oh, what a surprise. I was just replanting some of my trees to finish my roof. And there was some neighbors outside chasing me with bows. They weren't very friendly, so I hid in my house. I did what any sane person would do, and I waited for them to leave. It was not worth 5 against 1. On day 56, it was time to look for a dog friend, because I really need some help killing some of these scary mobs. Searched literally everywhere around this area, and not one dog has literally spawned. I returned home, took my bed, and decided to go to the mini taiga biome that is very close to my base and find me a dog there. Why is it that when I have a bone, it like repels all the dogs from spawning, and when I have no bones, all the cute dogs spawn? I have a bone now. I'm ready to be a wolf mom. Any dogs anywhere? Somewhere, please? Oh no, I've got myself stuck. Oh, that was not the brightest decision I've ever made. Oh, hang on. We'll just do that and hopefully not drown. It's fine. It's fine. We'll fix it. There we go. Oh no, I'm still stuck, but it's fine. I figured my way out. I should have taken that mossy cobblestone while I was here. Where there is live sheep, there is no wolves. I guess I'll just spend the night here by myself with no wolf to protect me. I do get scared of sleeping outside these days. We just punch that bed and go to sleep, right? It's getting dark. On day 57, I'm still out here looking for a dog. Even made some turtle friends, but where are the wolves? There's gotta be a wolf around here somewhere. It's wasting my days. I can't be out here looking for a wolf for like 3 days. I did come across some lava, which means obsidian for our enchantment table. We are not taking any hot baths with lava today, okay? We're being very, very careful. There is that, so I could go and raid it. There's a pig. I mean, I would feel better reading it with a dog. I guess I'm gonna return home. Just being very careful of that pillager outpost because at some point we're gonna make that into a raid farm. It's the only way. We gotta have totems. That's the only way to survive in hardcore, right? Gotta pop them totems. I returned home to very, very disappointed. And to be more disappointed, I only grabbed 3 obsidian instead of 4, so I couldn't even make my enchantment table. On day 58, I decided to disappoint someone else's day. Don't judge me. I really do need the food, and I really need the leather. I did what I do best. I chopped a lot of trees again. I can literally not wait to get diamond tools. It is so painful with stone. I spent the remainder of the day finishing my starter house and spent the rest of my night chopping down trees. I'm really starting to get over my nighttime phobia. On day 59, I spent most of my day finishing off this roof pattern, and I also did it to the other side. Once we have more variants of other blocks, we'll definitely probably change it up, but for now, I think it looks alright. I'm not in love with it, but once we get moss, I think we can definitely improve this build. It's not set and done forever, it's just a temporary build. Hi little sheep, I do need to build you a little house. I won't kill you because I'm definitely going to need you, but I spent the remainder of my day just replanting trees. I have been going through a lot of trees. Day 60 to 62 were pretty much spent working on the last minute stuff on this house. I feel like it's never going to be finished. On day 63, I woke up very early because I want to go on a little journey. I would like to see what is behind this little cherry grove biome and to kind of see what else this world has to offer. I am short of 1 piece of obsidian, so, you know, it doesn't matter how I get it as long as I get it. Isn't that the truth? I didn't feel good about this, but he did have carrots and he did have beetroots, and I am short of those 2 things. I don't know about you, but those bunnies are definitely a lot cuter. I did come across another village. There's a cat, and I definitely need the cat. That's it. Let's lock the cat in here, and we're gonna get this cat. I am not going home catless. I am animalless. Don't open the door. Don't open the door, you silly villager. Don't do it. You opened the door. How dare you? I don't know how to tell them this, but they've got a little bit of a problem. They've got very hazardous work conditions. Very hazardous work conditions. But don't mind if I just take some seeds. Oh, I'm definitely taking these emeralds. I am not a firewoman. Will someone please put this fire out? What do they think I am? The person that's going to save their village? Absolutely not. I know they won't mind. I know that, you know, books are very important. So I'm just gonna, you know, take a couple. I'm gonna need it for my enchantment table. Day 64, Rainbow decided to finally be my friend, and I said you could either stay here and let the village burn down, or you can come with me. Rainbow and I successfully returned home. Of course, I got to building my enchantment table. I guess we're probably gonna need to put a floor in first before we can set this up. On day 65, it was pretty much spent doing most of the flooring. By nighttime, I was able to get the enchantment table in. On day 66, I was so low of leather I did not have enough bug cases, so this is definitely not gonna happen. You're not gonna do that. Nope. Absolutely not. I finally have enough bookcases. I couldn't remember how many I needed. On day 67, I was finally able to enchant, and I got Fortune 2. Now, it might not be Fortune 3, but it's still pretty good for early game. I crafted some shears. I can't believe it's taken me 67 days. And, of course, I got to working on my house. Every house needs a chimney, so we can have some ambience, but also so I can find my house if I get lost. Chimneys and leaves are like the building blocks of roofs, I tell you. On day 68, I just spammed some leaves everywhere on my house, you know, decorative purposes. I got to replacing my fencing for the pale oak. All in a hard day's work that we got it all in. On day 69, I decided to leave my house and go look for a dog, but I found everything but dogs. I found caves. I spent the rest of that day searching around, but I really didn't find anything, and where I went actually took me back to basically where I live. On day 70, I decided to go back to the taiga biome because I kind of hoped that I would have better luck finding a dog. I made it to the taiga biome, and yep, these dogs are definitely rare for some reason because I've been searching for a long time, the whole entire day, and there literally is no dog. So once it got dark, you guys guessed it, I called it a night. On day 71, I finally found a dog, but I accidentally hit it with the bone. I thought I was feeding it, and they got really angry. They got really mad. So I panicked because, you know, this is hardcore, and they did not get angry. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I don't know what to do. I need these dogs. I am gonna okay, they're not gonna stop following me. How do I get them unangry at me? Oh no, they're following me. I can't. How do I tame them? How do I tame them? Just know that I did not feel good about this, and I did what needed to be done for survival, okay? But now we are two dogless dogs. Well, my look has changed. Even though it's raining, I did find a dog, and I accidentally didn't hit it with the bone, and he's now my friend. And now we just need to find my friend, another friend, so we can have lots of friends. On day 72, I found my friend, another friend, so now we have 2 wolves, which is going to make life so much easier. I returned home, and of course you guys know what I had to do. We have got to start a breeding frenzy of puppies everywhere. The rest of day 72, I spent chopping wood. Now that we have the dogs, it is so much easier to get work done at nighttime. The only problem is on day 73, I woke up to a creeper in my little crop area. We're gonna have to take care of that. Not a lot happened on this day. I just spent a lot of the day breeding up my animals and doing chores around the house. On day 74, we needed a good source of food because we were going to be spending a lot of time mining, and this was the time that I was streaming. So if you guys do not catch my streams, you should. Hit the subscribe button and you will get the notification anytime that I go live. I decided to grind and do some strip mining to get some iron and some more diamonds so we could make diamond tools. We do have diamond armor, but we do not have any diamond tools other than a pickaxe. These are on my channel, but as this is a live stream, I'm not going to add too much in the 100-day video. But yes, we were lucky and we found iron. We were also very lucky and we found a ton of diamonds. So strip mining works, people. It truly works. In early hardcore, this is the way to do it. This is the way to survive. I made a diamond pickaxe, diamond sword, diamond axe, and finally a diamond shovel. And I came across a mine shaft, so it would be rude if I didn't take the free rail, right? It would be super rude. Why is my inventory always full? I returned home and decided to enchant my bow because I really need something to kill creepers from far away because they keep blowing me up. On day 78, we decided to take a tour around the mansion. I'm just kidding. We decided to go find some armadillos because I need some dog armor. On day 79, I found my friend Dillo, that is his new name, and I took a slow walk back to our boat. Man, these guys are so slow. Day 79, we managed to get him home before nighttime, so 1 down, 1 to go. On day 80, it is definitely time to go get Dillo a friend. I could not find another armadillo, so I did find a ruined portal though, so let's go ahead and take these because we will need these for, I don't know, we will need them for something, like maybe a bubble elevator or something like that. We will need them. I did make a mess. I don't trust myself. I mean, it's got some things in here. I guess there's nothing really that I need other than a flint and steel. I will eventually need that, but there was nothing special in there. Day 81, I decided to collect any coal that I could find. Coal is so precious right now. I am so short of coal. We're gonna have to build a lava farm, and then I called it a night. On day 82, I was struggling to find an armadillo, so I climbed up and boom, I found an armadillo so easy after that. I'm just gonna put a lead on him and hopefully get him home. Or I think it's her. I think this is Dilla. I think we got Dillo home. And it was not quite that easy because I lost the lead. But just through here, this was the longest way home ever. If I see a wandering trader, I'm gonna have to kill it because I have no leads. I am all out of leads, but I did make it home, and guess what? We made a little baby. Little baby Dilla. You're not going on this adventure with me. This is Martin. The magma cube fish trap also makes a decent bone meal farm. Oh, I guess I've never just been with the fishy life. Martin, come get in my boat. I can take you on the ride of your life. We can go to Disney World. I'll take you. Oh, you've got a mob problem here. See? Coming with me is going to be a lot safer than being here. That's why I always keep a dog. So if I put that there. Right, we're gonna... This is what I did last time, and it was so painful. Go pick up your workstation. There we go. We're gonna sleep. We're gonna sleep, Marvin. You're gonna sleep in the boat, and I'm gonna sleep in the bed. You can have a little temporary workstation there until I can build you a house. My dog, you're just such a good doggy. Right, go in to do your job. Come and see your new house. It's amazing. Come on, Marvin. You can do it. Alright. That's one in. Right? You might want to come with me. Right, I gotta sit my dog down. My dogs are dumb. Listen, no. My dogs are really dumb. Right, you're gonna have to just sit down for a minute. Nope. My dumb dog. Oh. Do you think he saw me anywhere? I hit the villager. Do you think an iron golem's like gonna come and jump at me? I don't think he knows, right? Right, it didn't happen. It didn't count. I didn't hit him. Sorry, my bad. Don't go. Listen, we could literally be like besties. I am a little scared that I hit you and your friend could come and end my world, literally end my world, but I don't see him. Just a little fender bender. Listen, you get in the boat. Get in the boat. Right, I don't know if this iron golem is going to be really angry at me, but I mean, we're just going to have to risk it for a biscuit. Is it nighttime? I feel like it's getting dark. What was that? What was that? I heard something break. I am paranoid. I did hit the villager. It's Mrs. Marvin. Shouldn't be France. Should we call her Francine? The trouble is... Right, I don't know. Do we take fall damage? Well, I hope we don't, because this could be really bad. Did I grab my bed? I did. It's okay. It do be looking a bit dark, but I think... Right, I gotta go to the right way, because once we get stuck, we get stuck. We cannot get into the water. Right, I'm just a little bit worried about the iron golem, but I don't think he saw me do it. So I could be okay. I might not go to prison for my sins. I guess we probably don't want to go that way. How did I do it last time? I think it was like this way. Right, I might sleep. It just looks dark. I can't tell if it's daytime, nighttime, weekend, weekday. Right, I gotta be careful of that stuff because I get stuck. Right, should be okay here. I do see a squid. Hi, Mr. Squidman. Don't get in the boat. Do not get in the boat. You got in. You are a dummy. Get dogs, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Alright, it's not nighttime. Why is it so dark? Alright. My dog's a little bit dumb, so I gotta sit my dogs. No, no, no. Your job is here. You sit like a good boy. Don't you get in there. Don't you. I'm gonna come back for you guys. I think that's what I'm gonna do. No, no, your workstation. Your workstation. Francine. We got business to do. Francine, you got work to do, my friend. Oh, look, your friend's coming. I might take your friend. Do you want to get in the boat? You're so good. You can stay. You don't need to come with me. Alright, I'll come back for my dogs. Will you take care of my dogs? That would be wonderful. I'll come back for the dogs. Oh, there's a zombie there. That do be a problem. Well, the neighbors are not very friendly. I mean, normally... Oh, I'm on fire. Jeez. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's bad. It's fine. Huh. Well... I mean, I don't really know how to take this... Oh. No, stop. Do not kill Francine. Do not... Oh my goodness, Francine, the neighbors here are we did not pick a good spot. Alright, let's just stick this one in here. I don't know, I guess we could just stick that in there. Alright, you better hurry up and get your job before it turns nighttime because I don't have my dogs. And I can't help you. You're going the wrong way. Nope. Francine! Your husband is this way. You're going to go to a very scary cave, and I cannot come after you. Francine. 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 You're going the wrong day, my dear friend. Hey, where are you going? Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't be so stupid. If it was nighttime, I could not help you. I guess Francine doesn't want to be a farm girl anymore. But you don't have a choice. Oh, trading drops XP, so a Fletcher for emeralds is an XP farm. Okay. So I need to make Francine into... Yeah, I think I know what I need to do. What do I need for a Fletcher table? Alright, I can have a look. I just gotta get her inside. Are we gonna get you inside? I've left my dogs. You're definitely not as easy as your husband. I can definitely tell that you're a female. I think it's nighttime. That's why she won't pick up the job. We'll sleep. We will sleep. 4 wood and 2 flint. Okay. I think that's why she won't pick up the job, is because it's too late. Now, if she does not get in here, I'm not going to forgive her. Go on in. Good girl. Well done. Look, your husband's there. On day 91, it was pretty much spent mostly starting a little house for the villagers because little Mr. and Mrs. could not be living in my house forever. And also I spent the rest of the day chopping trees. On day 92, you guys guessed it, we did even more farming chores. And y'all know we gotta have the white picket fence, right? On day 93, we just literally got in the foundation. Also, we spent a little bit of time of coming up with a color variation on what we're gonna do with this house. On day 94, this was kind of what we decided was we're gonna just stick with the packed mud and not have too much variation into this. Day 95, I decided to spend a lot of my day making the packed mud. It's definitely safe to say that we're definitely gonna need a lot of wheat. And so we decided and finalized on stream that this was going to be the final color, and we're just going to add the mud and the packed mud together, and this is how it's going to be. On day 96, I decided that it is time to get mending, so I traded my Fletcher to get emeralds from sticks. I spent most of my day literally trying to get mending for a very cheap price. For example, maybe even 9 emeralds. That did not happen. That definitely did not happen. This guy is not giving me any good enchants. On day 97, I did manage to get myself a sea pickle. Not that I can farm them without coral, but then this wandering trader, well, he just really wanted to give his leads up. He just really wanted to give me those leads. So, after only getting a sea pickle, I got 2 leads. I spent the rest of the day trying to get mending, and I did successfully get mending, but for 36 emeralds, so I didn't take that trade. On day 98, you guys guessed it, we spent the entire day breaking this, and trust me, efficiency 3 was so tempting. It was so tempting, but really, I just need mending for like 9 emeralds. I literally had no luck, guys. I had no luck. On day 99, you guys guessed it, it was a rainy day, so we just spent most of the day breaking this down. Oh my goodness, this guy is giving me trash. All I want is mending for 9 emeralds, buddy. You guys, this is trash. I spent the entire 4 days doing this. On day 100, finally, we got mending, and I caved for 18 emeralds because I could not do another day of doing this. Now that I have survived my first 100 days, we want to make this into a forever long-term world, okay? So if you're not subscribed, you should be. Come to this live streams. We're going to be so many live streams on building. We're going to be evolving everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next 100 days.